first time they've done something like this in years. The BMW playlist coming to the Crew Motorfest in just 2 days comes with a fully, well, mostly BMW-themed month. But we just found out about not just the playlist, the main stage car, which is revolutionary, but also that there's going to be a fully free car next month. Well, I guess that starts in 2 days, actually. Not next month. It starts 2 days. Whoa. Trust me, you have to hear this first. The main stage car, since the beginning of the Crew Motorfest, we had 2 brand new ones in the main stage. And then after that, the crew just started bringing back the Crew 2 cars into the main stage. It became a feature to slowly bring back Crew 2 cars. Now, I worry that once they run out of Crew 2 cars, especially they don't have a Crew 2 car that matches the theme anymore, I worry they would stop. They would change the system and stop being a little lazy. Well, that seems not to be the case, because 2 years later, we are getting our first in so long brand new vehicle in the main stage. Now, is it definitely a little... Okay, look, let's talk about it. This is our first car. We know this is going to be dropping on the first week of this upcoming month, BMW Legacy. And it's going to be the BMW M Hybrid V8, but the number 20 version of this car. Now, we already know that available for everyone, but included for free with the year 3 pass, there will be the number 15 BMW hybrid car. That car right there. That's the one I'm fairly certain you're gonna need for the playlist because it's included in the year 3 pass, and that's normally how that works. So that car will be the one available for everyone. However, just like they're doing for the Summit, it seems that the main stage is getting an exclusive variant, a different race version of this hybrid car, which makes me think we will not be able to remove the livery of the number 15, so that the race livery of the number 20 is that much more unique and an exclusive version of that car that you will be able to get only this next month if you get level 10, or you will have to wait 4 months where you'll be able to get it from the main stage Legacy. Now, is it a very bare minimum? It's a livery change car, right? It's a different racing team version of a car we already have. Is that bare minimum? Yes. Is it nice to finally have the main stage slightly leaning towards new cars rather than just bringing back the Crew 2 cars? Because we're running out of Crew 2 cars, and I said before, what are the crew even gonna do for this? Because they've got no cars left that are on theme. Well, I am actually really happy about a brand new main stage car being fully new, even if it's just a different variant of one we're getting already. And I can't believe it's been 2 years since they did something like this. But that's the first week. What else is coming in this first week? I already told you about the BMW Le Mans hybrid car coming to the game, but you need that for the playlist. But then there's also going to be, well, the playlist. Now, when it comes to playlist reward car, well, I think it's the other BMW that we see in this trailer, the racing one, because that's the only other new one we have. When it comes to BMWs, we got the Le Mans Hybrid, which we know is going to be in the year 3 pass, which means it's likely the start requirement for the playlist. The only other new BMW that we haven't seen yet is the BMW M2 CS, and that's coming up later in the month. We know that. So the only car left that would make sense as a reward for a BMW playlist is that car in the back, the BMW 3.0 Racing something or other. I know that car has some kind of BMW heritage. I'm sure the playlist will tell us all about it, but that car makes the most sense as the playlist reward car, adding on to the first cars that we're getting at the start of this month alongside the playlist. It'll make a lot more sense later why I specifically picked this one over the M2 CS, not just because I don't think they'll do M2 as the reward for the first playlist and then M2 CS as a reward for the second playlist. That just wouldn't make sense. Then again, maybe it could still be the M2. Oh gosh, I hope not. Both playlists having the M2 as the reward? Well, I do think it's the BMW. Regardless, they'll just swap places if it's not one of them. So that's already, what, 3 different cars? One of them already free? This one's technically free because you get it in the year 3 pass, but you still gotta pay real world money for that. The other car you get from the playlist, which you'll have to buy a car for, but the main stage car, which is this version of the Le Mans Hybrid, well, this thing is also free. All you gotta do is level up. Play anything in the game, no matter how much money you earn from it, you'll just get to claim this once you hit that level. And that's only week 1 so far. But that's not where the new cars stop in week 1. We're also getting the Volkswagen GTI that first week if you own the year 3 pass. Now, likely the BMW will be available for everyone to buy. Even if you have the year 3 pass, you'll just get it free. I would assume that the Golf is only going to be free and immediate for those who own the year 3 pass. If you don't own it, you'll probably be able to buy it on the 2nd week, which then swiftly moves us on to that 2nd week, which is the Built to Win week. But an important thing about this is that it also brings the main stage legacy. The same way that this car is going to come back in 4 months, we get 4 months ago's car coming back on January 14th. January 14th, you'll be able to get in the main stage legacy by playing 2 events from each summit that released 4 months ago in the German themed month. You'll win the Porsche Cayman GT4 Wasp Edition, like the 3rd, 4th ever exclusive car in the Crew franchise, or at least through the summit. With this being mostly a German-themed, well, BMW-themed month, I guess it's nice to get the German-themed month return at the same time, giving us the Porsche GT4. Where am I going? How am I this stuck? How does one manage that much nonsense? This thing is actually an alright street tier 2 car, and I don't mind it. If you're a Porsche fan, it's definitely one to do, especially as the summit is going to be German themed anyway, and if you're a Porsche fan, you're probably a German car fan. That's all we know about Built to Win. It's unlikely that there's anything else that week. I mean, I guess you'll finally get to buy the Golf if you didn't own it in the year 3 pass. You'll get to play the main stage legacy, but then we move swiftly on to week 3, and this is the M2 CS week. Just like we got a full week themed on the M3 CS when the M3 CS was added, well, it seems we're getting the exact same thing with the M2. Being most likely, the M2 CS will just be added to the shop for everyone to be able to get, which is rather weird, because that means the base M2 you have to do a whole playlist for, but the CS, you know, the sportier version, that's the one that just anyone can buy. Oh, I'm going too wide. Oh, hold. Okay, nice. And that's, of course, why I don't think the M2 CS version will be the playlist reward car. But it's likely going to be the shop car. And then finally, we move on to week 4, and this is where it gets really interesting. This is On X Off-Road. Now, what is that? And why is it in the middle of a BMW update? That, we don't know. But the first question we do know. On X Off-Road is a GPS app. It's an off-road built GPS app that's supposed to give you instructions on where you can drive around in the off-road. Whereas a lot of off-road, this square, I'm sure. It's supposed to be purpose-built for off-roaders, not just tracking all the roads, but all the places where, yeah, you could probably take your off-road car through. And I will say, it's a rather weird partnership. I mean, the Crew's done weird partnerships. We've had, like, weird clothing companies and, like, even Porsches or BMW's clothing companies, but a purpose-built off-roading route app? I mean, this one's gotta be up there as one of the stranger ones, but you can see the difficulty rating and all of the trails that one could possibly want to take in an off-road car. Well, because it's a partnership, it seems like the Crew didn't want to lock this specifically to the best players. It will likely still behave like a Summit car, where after it's gone, it will be gone for a full update. It'll be about 6 months, closer to 5, actually. and then this car will come back in the Prestige ticket store where you'll have to grind and grind and grind to buy it. But until then, if you can get it on the week of the 28th, it's gonna be bronze, meaning this car will be available for everyone. And when I search Onyx Off-Road Jeep Gladiator, a very specific Jeep comes up, being this one, which is the exact Gladiator we have in game with an Onyx Off-Road design on it. So an Onyx Off-Road Jeep Gladiator. So it will likely either look something like this, but I imagine the Crew will probably tone it down a bit. I don't see the Crew doing anything. And maybe they could. I hope they do. I hope it looks like that. But, you know, a lot of Summit cars recently haven't exactly been crazy cool looking. Or, I guess, crazy unique looking. And this car, of course, is specifically made for Onyx Off-Road. There is other options. It could be just red with Onyx Off-Road on the side. There's this one here, but it doesn't seem to have the Onyx logo anywhere, but it's still got the thing in the back. The main one is this Onyx Off-Road one that I keep seeing everywhere. And obviously, we'll get that car starting the 28th, but we'll claim it into February, going into the final month of this update. What an update it's been, and then it's NASCAR a month after that. But that's everything we're getting in this January month, and it's actually quite a lot of stuff. We got a shop car with the M2, we got a Summit car at the end, we got the main stage Legacy, and everyone can get the Golf on the second week, and we got the BMW playlist, the Le Mans Hybrid brand new car in the main stage, as well as available to everyone to play the playlist, the BMW M3 as likely the playlist reward car. I love 4-week months, man. Oh, they make my year. Are you now more hyped for the rare car, the exclusive car, the main stage car being brand new, the playlist? What are you most looking forward to? That's gonna be about it from me. Thank you so much for watching. In a bit.